can you have a think about the most heroic thing you've seen or done on a football field? Because after Nathan Lyon last night, did you see him stride out to the crease?
Like with the torn calf.
Yes. and then hit runs.
He plays cricket, Joe.
Heroically ran a single. Did you not? Did you see
He
the
ran
single?
a single.
With a calf.
With a calf.
He hopped a single.
Jay,
Yeah, like it's the most.
I played
I
3
played
years
in a
with
grand
fishing rod in
final
the ankles,
on
Jay.
one leg.
Stephen May had a 6-inch tear in his hammy.
Shush.
What you get here in the Triple M box is you get the videos too, Baz. The video's gone up of you and a lot of comments. I might get to the comments on your shirt. I'll need a bit of time, though. We do have a restock, though.
Just to be clear, I didn't have time to go home and get changed.
Here's one from Adrian. What in the world is that shirt on the people's collar?
Yeah.
It looks like a box of confetti vomited on his shirt.
No.
A touch unfair.
This is not going to go well.
I don't miss you, the Triple M family.
Next one down here. That shirt needs its own Instagram page.
Keep them coming, Boone. If there was someone out there that was in the market for a shirt like that, where would they go to find one?
Well, just take a plane and get up to Byron, mate. There's plenty of them up there.
At the back of Mullumbimby somewhere. I think let's just pick that one up.
Isn't it interesting when you think you're looking all right?
I think you are.
Yeah.
Swikowski overran it. Deep inside 50. Schultz wanted the free kick. Umpire not part of. Brilliant effort. Lockie Schultz diving smother has kept it inside forward 50. And Gardner a bit of a crunching tackle. A bit of push and shove on the back of it.
Confetti one's my favourite.
Yeah, that's good.
Confetti
I
vomited.
can see that. Yeah, no, very good.
They don't miss, do they? You're right, though.
All comments are accepted.
Yeah.
In good grace.
Yeah,
Leave back's a gift, Baz.
Any publicity is good publicity.
Yes.
Just reading through some more comments
No.
on this show.
I'm
There's
serious.
a couple of beauties.
It's shattered.
I don't mind this one. Hello, it's a great kick from Darcy and a bit in the context of this game and their season going back with the fly, but I think this may be more important.
Yes.
This is from Vici12 on Instagram.
Yes.
Is that shirt one of those tests to check if you're colourblind? You know those ones you stare at, and if you stare at it long enough, there's a pattern appears. There's another one they reckon it might be.
Vici, is it?
Vici12.
No, play that. That's very
The
good.
one where if you stare at it long enough, you see like a zebra or a horse or something
I
like
can
that.
never see it.
No, neither can I.
Never once in my life.
Now I'm starting to look at the shirt. I can see something.
I can see a Big Mac in there. I think,
No, that's under the shirt.
I can see it's not going to get another run this shirt. I know that. For McDonald's, the Remote Water Triple M Rocks Footy.
cracking through Lockie Schultz.
Oh, bad luck.
And how many times have we seen that? Sprayed kicks 25 metres out, particularly at that end, and out of bounds on the full. And Lockie Schultz looks a little bit sore post that one. 13.583 the Dogs, 9.660 Fremantle on the Triple M Beacon Trade scoreboard.
It's that shirt. It's the eye test. It's flicked in his vision again. Confused him.
Yeah, that's the last time you'll see it.
I reckon he doubled down, Baz.
Yeah.
I reckon you get a whole
Let's go
wardrobe
again.
full of them.
You got a couple, didn't you say?
I did. I got another one. You're in.
Oh, no.
Brayshaw kicks in the centre, but it's a turnover. Bailey Smith will run away for the Doggies.
I've got a text about Baz's shirt as well. Some bloke reckons it looks like a pizza and should hang it in the fridge.
Put a pizza with a bit of blue on it.
I'm a pretty standard dresser, Dave.
Bit of blue vein cheese on it or something.
You've branched out a bit.
I did
Baz.
today, yeah, and I'm suffering the
I
ramifications.
think you've doubled down, mate. Make it your new look, Baz.
All right, I'll go again.
Had an impact.
Just staring at it, I can see a horse, a dog, and a and a house.
Guy Amos is in the meantime
Got lost in it.
lining up for his fourth goal.
Cost me a bit too.
Oh, he's flat.
We don't do this in the AFL enough. There's no chance in the AFL. So you've got to go back a long way to Rex Hunt going Richo man.
Stick with it.
no.
Stick
As
with
one
it,
of their
mate.
chants.
Oh, no.
So what are you
I'm gonna
going?
be-
we're going.
I've chosen 5 players that I like that, and there's a coach in there as well who I think they could have some chants written about them at the MCG.
And
so
you're
just
gonna sing the
imagine
chant.
a player
on,
kicking
man.
a goal or having a day out,
I feel
and he's just
nervous for
kicked
you.
his 6th
Oh, no.
or 7th, and then the chant comes up. Okay,
Go, Nate.
so I'm going to play you a song first of all, and this is where this first one comes from. Okay.
Love it.
So the first
Frankie
one,
Valley.
the
Give him-
first
give him a
one
chance.
is Dustin Martin. So I think, and this is me singing. So imagine this.
Oh, no.
Look at him, I can't look at him.
Are you getting hot yet?
I've got to stop laughing. You've got to start this as a chant. Oh, Dustin Martin, you are the love of my life. Oh, Dustin Martin, you've been in some strife. Oh, Dustin Martin, I want a neck tattoo too.
Oh, is that number 5?
That's number 5.
Number 5. No.
We've still got 4 to
Full
go.
respect for
Still
that.
got 4 to go.
You're
Dustin
away.
Martin. So here's the second one.
When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore.
Okay, no, who's this?
This one's about Tim Taranto.
Right.
So when Kane Corns writes you off, your form will take off Tim Taranto. When the corn puts you down, turn the frown upside down, Tim Taranto.
That's brilliant. That is brilliant.
Yeah,
you're warming up now.
Very
good.
That one was a bit easier to sing.
Nah,
so
relax now, relax
now,
into it.
you're
our
right.
great mate Ross Lyon, I'm going to bring in Amy Winehouse here.
They tried to make me go to rehab. I said no, no, no.
Tough one to sing.
It is.
Nate can do it.
They tried to make him go to Carlton, but he said no, no, no. Yes, he's now back in red, white, and black. Let's go, go, go.
Wow.
Could have chosen any song.
Brilliant.
You chose Amy Winehouse.
Okay, so that's okay, so
Number 3.
you got to
I like
stop
it.
laughing.
No, I
so
like it.
here's number 2.
Hang on.
Right.
Happy. No, keep going.
Monday, happy days. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days. Thursday, Friday, happy days. The weekend comes, my cycle hums, ready to race to you.
Okay, so here is Tom Papley. I love watching Tom Papley play. Imagine him kicking goals, he's just puffed out, and then you go with this one. Sunday, Monday, Papley days. Tuesday, Wednesday, Papley days. Thursday, Friday, Papley days. Saturday, what a day. Kicking sags all day with you.
Oh, mate.
So good, Chief.
It's genius.
It's so good. Because it'll be there forever on tape. This is why it's so good.
I'm starting to sweat.
For him.
I'm nervous.
I can't look him in the eye. I can't look him in the eye.
No one's looking at him.
Okay,
Brilliant.
I like that Samore that much. I went back.
Oh, you gone back again?
Yeah, I've gone back. So here's number 1. I don't need to play it because you know the song.
Same
but
song.
When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's Liberatore. When the world seems to shine like you've had too much wine, Liberatore.
And that's number 1, Chief.
Nah, you can't have a redo for number 1, can you?
Chosen the same song twice.
It's like
and
an
you somehow
anticlimax.
pitchforked
I
an
liked
Amy Winehouse song.
I liked it that much that I went back and had another one.
I really liked it. I did like it.
was good.
I-
Courageous.
Oh, I liked it.
The climax left me a little wanting, but
Yeah.
I thought it was a great effort.
Nate, you
Some
ha-
good lyrics in there.
Nate, you have a very special and treasured relationship with your wife, and I know you do nothing before you run it by her. When you ran this by Christina, what did she say?
She said, don't do it. She didn't get it. She didn't get it. No, but she didn't get the whole cricket chanting thing to start with, but then she didn't get my voice talking about it. And she goes, oh, look, yeah, that sounds great. I
She's
wouldn't do
wise
it.
beyond her years, Christina.
It's the genius in Nate. He does awkward.
There was a couple who
better.
didn't make it. There was a couple who didn't
We
make
better
it.
have
Oh,
them.
hang
We better
on.
have them.
Yes,
Who
yes.
goes?
You may as well keep going.
Okay, so
Now he's on a roll.
So Leroy, we're going to play the St Kilda one, the Kokomo.
Aruba, Jamaica. Ooh, I wanna take you. Bermuda, Bahama.
Okay,
Good song.
so the future, St Kilda. Oh, I want to see you, Mitch Owens, Windhager, Wangan in Malira, Jed Gresham, don't go, baby, I believe in Mateus Filippo. We'll get there fast and then we'll take it slow. September's where we want to go, Mateus Filippo.
Brilliant. Another one, please.
This needs to be a weekly segment. I love it. I think it needs to happen weekly.
All right, that'll do.
No, come on, you got one more.
One
in
more.
your
I
phone
did
there.
have one. The other one was...
What's the song?
It was In the Ghetto by Elvis
On a
Presley.
cold and gray Chicago morning, a poor little baby child is born in the ghetto.
Classic.
So it was born on a cold and dark Melbourne morning. A star was born. It was Charlie Curnow.
Oh, mate.
That's made my night. That's
So
made
good,
my
it's
night.
too good, so good.
Best segment I think
Nothing
I've ever
else to
heard.
say.
Well done,
No,
mate.
well played,
Round
mate.
of applause.
Yeah, well done,
no,
mate.
outstanding.
Well done.
I think we
And
need
you
to
know
go
what?
to a break.
We will never use that tape again.
Disparage,
no,
no,
it'll
no.
never be
They
played
won't put it
again.
on socials either, Chief. I don't think.
Well, I'm not the only person that's sung on the radio. He's another person.
All I needed was a call, lost and insecure.
Who's this?
You found me, lying on the floor.
What
What were you doing, Jude?
And it doesn't ever go away, Chief.
What were you doing?
It's a long story, Chief. But I was a naive young man, and that comes back with.
Look at that.
He played that whole thing so he could play that
You
already.
know what? He was prepared to throw himself under
had
a
that
bus
ready to
just
go.
just to get that.
That was his break glass in emergency.
Well done, mate.
Stevie stays with us. Been a big morning already.
Yeah, has been a very
Don't
big
worry
TV.
about me. You just worry about the next guest. He looks a little bit dishevelled.
Doesn't he? He looks rough.
Sunday supper seemed a bit light out there, but let's get into Daisy Thomas, who's been overseas, and we're welcome to have him back.
Yeah, it's great to be here. I'll do my best not to fall asleep. Got in last night, fearless as ever, straight in today. Here I am ready to go. Got the can of V in front of me, so hopefully 750 mils of that sees me through till 6 p.m. this afternoon.
Not that we condone excessive partying, but how many days in a row
Yes, we do.
were you on the piss?
I'm not sure why you're not. I was over there for 9. I didn't have any drinks on the plane on the way home last night in preparation for today, but out of that was 100% strike rate from the 8 days. A lot of it just entertaining clients and having a good time, no, so nothing too excessive. Home by 5 most days.
Entertaining clients over there, so a lot of English clients. Did they know who you were? Did they know that you'd played 100 games with Collingwood and both Carlton?
The English ones, not so much, but I told a few of them. A lot of Aussies over there, as you'd expect, though, especially at the Ashes. Arguably got more photos than if I was at the MCG. So it was a busy couple of days, but absolutely awesome and an awesome trip, but it's going to take me a good month to get over it.
Daisy, you told me you passed out on a couch at one of the most exclusive golf courses in Scotland. Is that true or false?
I didn't know that wasn't me. I said a couple of the boys on the last day were having a nap over at Trump Turnberry, which is a beautiful golf course inside, just unbelievable, sort of the rich mahogany everywhere around of the boards. And we looked across and this guy's come feverishly running over to us and said, is that your mate? Is that your mate? I said, oh, and there's a couple of blokes just having a little kip on the couch. So
They were your mates?
they were, yeah, mates of mine. So,
Tell us about Lords.
Lords, well, unbelievable. And for anyone who hasn't been there, you have to get yourself there at some stage if you are a sports fan or a lover of it, but just everything about it in terms of, we walked out of our hotel, you go straight down to the Tube. Not sure if you're fans of public transport in Melbourne. I certainly am not. Couldn't be absolutely asked at any stage getting on a train because they run late. You got to go to the City Loop to get everywhere. It's a pain in the backside. Tube over there, 2 stops, colour-coded, away you go. People very helpful. You get to the ground at Lords, and I'm sitting there and watching people go in, and one bloke's pulled out a bottle of champagne and 3 beers. I thought, well, he'll be booted out pretty quickly. Through he goes. The next bloke's got an esky full of food, then a couple of bottles of wine. Through he goes. The oldest cricket ground in the world, and you are allowed to take your own piss in there.
And glass. In glasses?
Glass champagne bottles, glass wine bottles, 3 bottles of beer, or 2 bottles of spirit.
Wow.
Absolutely unbelievable. The food there, incredible.
Could Leroy get in with the apparatus that he runs over there? Like the bubbler?
Well, yeah, it does depend. I think it'd be under the amount of mils of whatever's in there. But the food, unbelievable. But the security as well. That was the other thing. Everybody there to have a good time. We go to the cricket here, of course, and you have the big beer snakes. You boot it out within 3 seconds.
balls.
Over there, you take your beer snakes back to where you get your beer from, and you get £1 back for a plastic cup, which we figured out after we did our first beer snake of 25. Threw it in the bin, and everyone was running at us going, what are you doing? Security was awesome. Happy for everyone to have a good time, except if you are going to pitch invade, of course. Not sure if you saw Johnny Bairstow decide just to carry someone the length of the field. And once they figured out that he was taking them off, it was an old-fashioned rugby scrum. They absolutely mixed someone over in the corner. So the Lords was one of the great experiences of all time. But the one thing I did miss out on was the Barmy Army. Not allowed to go in there, not allowed to have music or dress up, so the Barmy Army don't get invited.
Just for Lords. So no, at Lords.
Just for Lords. So every other ground they get invited along. They get sent along because they dress up, obviously, have the drums. Not allowed because of the decorum of Lords, which we took a little bit away from the game, I thought. Yeah. It's Test cricket a touch slow at times.
It's disappointing.
It is a touch disappointing, but I did hear...
But it sounds like a great thing over there compared to what you do here where you can't really do anything.
Well, you can't, you line up and it's...
You sneeze, you get kicked out.
Pints of full-strength beer as well.
Full strength?
Full strength, not the mid-strength stuff. But the Barmy Army stuff was interesting because I was keen for it, didn't hear it. But then last night when I got home, I thought I'd catch up on the socials. Triple M, see what's been happening, what have I missed in the footy. Well, the Barmy Army do a fantastic job. I'm not sure it's quite ready for footy yet.
Sunday, Monday, Papley days. Tuesday, Wednesday, Papley days. Thursday, Friday, Papley days. Saturday, what a day. Kicking sags all day with you. Tommy Papley, he would love that.
Hey, Nick, I know you would have been asked this 100 times, but whenever we think of your name, I'm just looking at a highlight of it again now on my phone as I was Googling that famous goal against the Cats. Can we have a listen to it, Nick? Just hear it one more time.
Nick Davis, a chance from the pocket. Davis kicks up Eugene. Nick Davis is the hope. He's the hope. Will he be the hero? Bravo. Swans are still alive. Davis has kicked two. He snaps from 40. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. He's kicked a goal. Unbelievable stuff from Nick Davis. Siren could go any second. Swans need a goal. Nick Davis. Nick Davis. I don't believe it. I see it, but I don't believe it. Class with a capital C. 4 goals from Nick Davis.
4 1/4 Duke to single-handedly
It just
deliver
makes
the
you
game.
smile when you think about how often do people come up to you, Nick, and say, I was there that day it happened.
Yeah, a lot, Das. It's sort of obviously on the night you think, it wasn't a bad effort, and then to go on and win a premiership, and then it sort of means a lot to the team and the club. And now, like nearly 15, 16, 17 years down the track, it's people that come up and they tell you where they were. The Prime Minister opened our new facility. He told me that he was there, so it was a lot of people tell me where they were, and look, and people have made friends over it. It's like, we were with the people, then we started hugging people in a bar in Hawaii or wherever they were. So it's something that, I'm really proud of it. Now my 14-year-old daughter, she plays, and she's a forward. She doesn't go down the other end either. So if she kicks a few goals, then hopefully the commentators might be able to say the same thing.
And I know there's another reason Tom Browne loves Taylor Swift. It's because Taylor Swift has a fleet of jets.
She's a devotee of very good jets and quite complicated ones. Like she's got the Falcon 900, which is a 3-engine French jet. And she's got the personalised tailplate N89TS. TS obviously representing Taylor Swift.
Firstly,
and she's had.
how do you know this?
I've always followed her jets. She's got magnificent jets. The unique thing about the Falcon 900 has got 3 engines as opposed to 2. It's got 1 on the top and then 2 on the side. And it's a beautiful plane. It's a French plane. I've always liked them.
Wait, so how many jets does she have?
Well, she had 2 or 3 at one stage. I think she might have. I think she sold one during COVID, but she's still got a couple.
This is amazing.
And she uses them all the time. There's sites that track her movements on them, and like she gets that criticism, like Leonardo DiCaprio, that she claims to be obviously environmentally conscious, but racks up the private jet miles. But she has to because she clearly can't take Virgin or Qantas.
Why not?
Well, there'd be a lot of hoo-ha around that. Like, seriously, can you imagine security? I think she's got massive amounts of security.
She
can't get around.
At home, Tom Browne has posters of Taylor Swift's jets on his wall, not Taylor Swift.
40 seconds left. Power trail by a couple of points. Throw in. Finlayson at the back. Horn Francis went crashing through. Big tackle laid by Caldwell on Burn Jones. All fair and legal. 31 seconds to play. Port have won 6 in a row against Essendon. Bombers trying to buck the trend. Merritt played for a free kick. Umpire told him to keep going. Drew trying to find a way through. He couldn't find a way through either. Martin hacks it out. Marked by Houston.
He's got the leg. But I tell you what he does want to do. He loves to wheel off his line. He's going to kick this after the siren.
Clear out the way. Siren about to sound. Man on the mark is 50 metres out.
Right on it. So what he can do if he wants to, though, is start inside the line, and he can wheel out and run over his mark. But he's not going to. He's going to try and kick this straight.
Game on the line. Dan Houston to win it. Gives it every chance. It's long. It's strong. Is it there? Oh, it's going to be reviewed.
I believe it's a goal. We just checked the ball has crossed the goal.
Soft call is a goal. Port Adelaide think they've won the game. Oh!
Looking at this angle, we can see the ball has crossed the back of the scoring line before being touched. Decision on the scoreboard.
Unbelievable finish. We wait for the call. A goal. Dan Houston wins it for Port Adelaide after the siren. An epic contest at the MCG.